Welcome everybody. I am so happy to see you all, some familiar faces I see. And this is the first Mind Body Monday ever. And I'm so excited that you are here, because the fact that you are here watching us now means just one thing. It means that you are stepping up or have stepped up already into taking your health to the next level. So well done. And this is going to be an experiential and interactive session. And the first session tonight, before I lay out the structure and my vision and what's in it for you, some people like to know, how long is it going on for? Generally, the Mind Body Mondays are going to go on for 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Tonight, we're going to go on for approximately an hour, because there's a lot more I want to give you in the first session. However, you're welcome to leave whenever you want. So welcome to the first ever inaugural Mind Body Monday. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the structure of the weekly sessions, my vision, my motivation, what pushed me to put these sessions together. And of course, the most important thing is what's in it for you. What do I want for you, and what do you want for yourself? Now, some of you may not know who I am, so just in 1 minute or less. My name is Avram Gundel. I'm the founder and director for the Center for Integrated Medicine. And I've been in private practice as an osteopath and naturopath for close to 30 years. And I've been privileged to really have helped thousands of patients recover from or go into remission from a wide variety of health challenges, mental, emotional, physical challenges. And more recently, since really the corona began, a lot of stress, anxiety, and gut challenges, be it Crohn's, colitis, IBS, you name it. And that has really been a motivation for me to get out of the trenches in private practice and also move my work online to touch and empower people to get better health on whatever level they are seeking to gain that from. And this was my motivation, and I was looking for something a platform, and I figured the best thing now is just to create a weekly free kickstart Mind Body Monday program that will give really people the tools, techniques, strategies that they are going to need to take their health or your health to the next level. Because me, myself, and I, in my practice, in the corner of the world where I am, simply is limited. And this way I get to impact and touch people on a much bigger scale. That way I can help more people. So, what's in it for you? So part of the weekly training, Mind Body Monday weekly training, is simply you're going to have great accountability to yourself to consistently move forward your health and wellness goals. You're going to learn about tools, the tools that I've used to help my patients, and you're going to become part of a thriving community, and there are going to be many more other benefits as we go along. Someone said to me, so Avram, why did you call this Mind Body Monday? Well, the truth is, in Israel, the first day of the work week is Sunday, and Mind Body Sunday didn't rhyme as well as Mind Body Monday. But seriously, mind body is because we have been bodied, we have a soul, and we've been bodied, and it needs maintenance. So this is the process to be able to learn how to do that in the best possible way. And Monday, well, it's close enough to the beginning of the week, especially for those who are in the States or around the world, that you can begin your week with health-conscious concepts, mindsets, tools, strategies, techniques to really take you and propel you forward into your new week. So let me just talk about the structure quickly of tonight and every week. I'll be going live every week from 8 to 9 Israel time. There will be replays. They'll be posted in due course. And as I said, each session is going to be about 30 to 45 minutes. Tonight we'll go a little bit longer, about an hour. Today's training will go about an hour, which you can always, leave if you need to leave. But at the end, I want to share with you some amazing strategies. So The focus of Mind Body Monday primarily is going to be on stress, anxiety, and gut health. Yes, there's going to be metabolic health and strategies for managing weight and stress and many, many immune issues as well. And you'll see shortly why I wanted to focus specifically on anxiety, stress, and gut health, because they are so interrelated. We'll see shortly. Part of the structure of the evening is we're going to have hot seats of this training, rather, we're going to have hot seats, which means I'll be volunteering, one of you perhaps, or one of you will be volunteering to come live and share your story of how you've been helped through this process. I may be bringing in guest experts to come in and patients perhaps to share some of their stories. There's going to be prizes for full-out participation in the chat, so I really invite you to share stories and questions rather in the chat, and I'll invite those as we go along. There's going to be free download resources coming along. Obviously, this is all not tonight, but this is what's going to be coming up. And the key piece here is that the weekly Mind Body Monday trainings is really a stepping stone for my other courses, trainings, and programs, where I go into much greater depth and detail in terms of the how and the why and the strategy and the tactics to take your health to the next level. These programs are really built out of my experience of in the trenches with my patients over these last 3 decades in private practice. So I've really got to see what's working and what's not working, and I go into much greater detail into these programs, which I'll share more about on each of the trainings. I fully understand that we are all different. We have biochemical individuality, that we have all unique personalities and styles of communication, etc. And this Mind Body Monday may not be for you, may not be for everybody, and that's okay. This is just a platform for those of you who want to take your health to the next level, specifically relating to anxiety, stress, and gut challenges and digestion. The goal for me is to create a safe forum where we can all feel comfortable to ask our questions and really be ourselves. So I welcome you once again. I welcome your full participation. And at the end of each training, I'm going to leave you with a weekly challenge, which you'll be able to explore during the week, and then share feedback in the following week. So to get the most out of the trainings, I suggest you turn these guys off, your cell phones off or into mute. Any other browsers or emails or anything else you're dealing with, set it off for now. You can always check in later. Have water. I've got mine. Water to hand and a pen and paper. That's going to be important because we're going to be doing some processes, and you can also make some notes. So welcome everybody. So go ahead and type in the chat that you fully understand the rules of the game and that you are ready to get going. So go ahead and just type ready in the chat. And if you see me looking over to the side, that's simply because I've got 2 monitors, and this way I can see all of you and keep a pulse on what's going on. So go ahead, type in the chat, ready. Amazing. Yes, Leith, 100% on board. Yaakov, ready. Shana, hi, lovely seeing you here, ready. Super duper. Okay. Ruki, hi, and she's ready. Amazing. Talia's ready. Yossi, wonderful. You ready? Okay. Aaron is ready. Fantastic. Okay. So everybody's ready. I'm too. Let's get started. I'd like to share my vision for the Mind Body Monday session. And it's really to form a health conscious community of like-minded people where we can feel safe to share our health challenges, find solutions so you can fast track your health to the next level, specifically with a focus on stress, anxiety, and digestive issues. That's my mission, my focus rather. And I was driven to create this Mind Body Monday platform simply because I was seeing more people that I can manage in my clinic. And this way, by bringing my work online, I can empower and touch more people and empower more people specifically in this very, very challenging times. So, Mind Body Monday, let's begin with a nice deep breath in. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out sitting up as if you are in the cockpit of your life, ready to absorb what's coming your way. So as you're sitting here in your chair, showing up tonight, I'm curious. We are all here for a reason. Some of you know me, some of you don't know me, but you are here for a reason. Go ahead and type in the chat, what is the reason for you being here today in this training? And if you are watching the replay, type in the chat as well why you are here. What appealed to you to be here? Namely, what is your number one health challenge? What is your number one health challenge or motivation that is keeping you up at night or you struggling with, that you need some support over? Because by typing in the chat what your health challenge is, you're giving me the information I need to continue to flesh out the curriculum to support you so I can help more people. So go ahead, type in the chat, what is your biggest health challenge? I would like to get rid of some stress and anxiety. You are in the right place, Lisa. That makes two of us. That's amazing. Okay, who else? Food. Yossi, food you've written. I don't hear a challenge with that. What's your challenge? What's the problem? Food is not a problem. What's the problem? Go ahead, write in the chat what the problem is. What's your number one health problem, challenge, or your motivation for being here? Thank you. Rookie says low energy. Very good. What keeps you up at night? What's on your mind? By sharing in the chat what is important to you, what is the key thing you want changed. If I could, I don't have it here in my clinic, I have a magic wand. If I could wave my magic wand and make your single health challenge go away, what challenge would that be that you would want gone? What is that challenge? Welcome, welcome. Rachel signed in. Sugar cravings. Yes. I want to feel calmer. I want to beat IBS. Very good. You are in the right place, Yaakov. Who else? Go ahead. If you've just joined, or you're watching the replay, type in now, what is your biggest health challenge? What do you want for yourself? Anxiety. Very good. More calm, less anxiety. Amazing. And if you're watching a replay, type this in the chat as well. I will see those comments, and this will give me the feedback I need to create this curriculum for you, so I can serve you in the best possible way. In control and not, yes, someone wants to be in more control. Thank you. Rachel, sleep better. Yes, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that very much. Very good. Welcome. Okay, as you continue to consider what it is you hear, if you haven't yet written in the chat, go ahead and do that. But this is exactly what Mind Body Monday is all about. It's all about focusing on stress, anxiety, and solving gut issues, which is what's pushed me to create this platform. You know, why specifically I chose stress, anxiety, and gut is simply because since the onset of COVID, so many people have been calling into my clinic for these issues. And the gut issues are the cornerstone of our physical health and our mental, emotional health. What most people don't know, that more dopamine and serotonin, which are brain neurotransmitters, they're happy hormones, are made in our gut than in our brain. More than 50% of dopamine and 90% of serotonin are made in our gut. That means if you want to be happy and get a control of your mindset, your emotions, you've got to sort out your gut, and you're going to learn about the why that is so important to do here. And then also, the gut is the center point of our immune system. So many people coming in with eczema or asthma or joint problems. I start first by treating their gut. And it may sound rather counterintuitive, but that's what I'm doing, and people are getting results. You know, not long ago, I saw a busy mom with a busy family whose personal needs didn't even make it onto the totem pole. And my heart goes out for her, because this is a pattern I see, that women are the cornerstone, the pillar of the family and of our life, but yet they are not the ones taking their oxygen mask first. And Mind Body Monday is also going to address putting your oxygen mask first, so that you can be the support for your family, whether you're a mom or not, whether you have kids or not, even men too. Everybody needs to take care of themselves so that they can take care of their family and everybody else. So this woman didn't have too much downtime. Her stress levels were going up. She barely had enough time to sit down and eat a proper meal. Her meals consisted of mostly the kids' leftover. You can imagine her sleep. Well, her sleep was, she wasn't getting the deep restorative sleep she needed. Her weight was on the rise. And she had reached out to me because she had a gut problem, a digestive problem. She had been to see her doctor. He made recommendations of antacids and some anti-anxiety meds. It wasn't touching side. She turned to me because she was basically out of control. She tried various supplements, a vortex of Google searches and chats and Facebook groups. And there is so much information out there. We actually can tie ourselves in a knot with all of it. And my job after 30 years of practice is just to cut through the noise, the chase, make simple step-by-step changes so people can reclaim their health. And with this woman, you know, it takes me back to thinking of my journey. I've spent really the last 30 years, probably the last 2 years, really because of the world situation, traveling extensively through the world, around the world, learning from experts in every field of mind, body, health, mental, emotional health, spiritual health, etc. Been on many retreats. And in my quest to find strategies and tools to help my patients. And on the way in my practice, I have made plenty of costly and painful mistakes. And until I've had to learn who these experts were, what really works, what doesn't, what's a hoax, and really create programs that work. So I took her through one of my programs, and in a few short months, she'd lost more than 7 kilograms very safely. She got the restorative sleep she needed. Her energy levels were up. Her anxiety levels were calmer, and she had tools to deal with that. And she had got her life back by healing her gut. And ultimately, she felt more in control. So when she went back to her doctor, because I sent her back to get some follow-up blood tests, he couldn't even believe the results in her blood work. Inflammatory markers had come down. Body mass index had normalized just through taking a step-by-step consistent program. Now, many such stories through my practice, and we're going to be sharing them as we go along in our training. So let's take another nice deep breath in, sitting up in your chairs. And if you haven't already hydrated, this is a really good time to do that. Bahan. Okay, so I'd like to kick off with a very short visualization exercise. Now, some of you who are new to breathing or meditation or relaxation or visualization may be thinking, I can't do that. I don't do visualization. I don't do it. Doesn't work for me. I've been there. I've done that. If you've ever dreamed, then you can do this. If you can think about the color of your front door or what your kitchen counter looks like, then you can do this process. It's really very simple, and often do it with kids. So all you need to do, I'm going to ask you when you're ready, you can leave your cameras on if you want, that way I can monitor what's happening, that you don't have to. We generally close our eyes when we do a process like that, simply because the input from the visual field disturbs our connection with our internal selves. So All you need to do is close your eyes if you're comfortable, and you can always peek if you really want. So close your eyes. This is a 3 to 4 minute process. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just gently drop your shoulders down. And take another nice gentle breath in. This time as you breathe out, soften your face, feel your back again, the back of the chair, and allow your stomach to soften and relax. And then once more, another gentle, deep cleansing breath in. This time as you breathe out, feel your seat sitting on the chair and your feet resting comfortably on the floor. And then just continue to breathe at a rate and pace that's natural and comfortable for you. And I invite you to imagine for a moment how you see yourself right now with your biggest health challenge, the one you may have shared in the chat or another one that's come up for you. How you see yourself now with your health challenge. And if you have a pen and paper, this is not an art class, thick figures are fine, just sketch how you see yourself right now with your biggest health challenge. How are you held back in your life? Where is it stopping you from being the kind of person you want to be, or having or leading the kind of life that you'd like for yourself? What's getting in the way? So if you're thinking pictures, just get a picture of how you see yourself now with your biggest health problem. And just allow your unconscious mind to bring up to the surface an image or maybe even a word that best describes how you see yourself now with your biggest health challenge. And if you're doing this on the replay, go ahead. You'll also have an opportunity to type that in the chat. But for now, just become aware there's no right or wrong answer. There is no perfect answer. Whatever comes up for you is how you see yourself now with your biggest health challenge. Now, draw a little picture, a sketch, have a word come to mind. Some people even an emoji of what your life looks like with your biggest problem or challenge. And then taking a gentle breath in again. And this time as you breathe out, drop your shoulders down and drop more. Breathing normally now in your own way, in your own pace, and coming back to neutral. And if you can for a moment, just get another image to mind. And that is of your future self, the future you in perfect, radiant health with your biggest problem solved. Just allow a picture just to come up in your mind, or a word to come up in your mind that best describes the future you at some point in the future, not too distant future, with your biggest health challenge fully resolved. What would that be like for you? How would your life be? What would your relationships be like? What would your level of functioning in day-to-day life be like now with your health problems solved? What's your family life like? Get a real sense of having that fully solved, healed, sorted. And let an image come to mind, sketch it down, stick figures are fine, or just a word that best describes that, or an emoji that best depicts that level of freedom or whatever that is for you of having your biggest health challenge resolved. And then when you're ready, taking a nice deep breath in, opening your eyes and coming back to our Zoom session. Welcome back. Welcome back. Invite you for a minute just to type in the chat. What did you notice? What came up for you? And if you're watching a replay, just type in the comments in the replay as well. What came up for you? Either in the first part, how your life looked or felt with your current health challenge, and how you will be in the future. Go ahead, just type some comments in the chat. I'm looking a little to the side to look at the chats. Go ahead, type in the chat, what did you notice? What did you notice either with what's your life like now with your biggest challenge? How that affecting your life, your relationships, your energy? Or what did you notice with your future self, fully healed? So Lisa's writing, emoji before was like the one pulling the hair out. After was a smiley emoji. Yes, Lisa, you're in the right place. All right, thank you. Who else? Either emoji, either a word. If you want to turn on your video and show us your picture, that's also okay if you did that. Go ahead, type in the chat. What did you notice? What thoughts came up for you? What were you aware of? Who else? Type in the chat. What did you notice? What came up for you? What's your life like with your problem? Yes, Talia, thank you. Freedom, very good. What's your life like with your problem? What emoji or the word that best encapsulates what's that like for you? Good. Very good. What else? Who else? Go ahead, just type one word or an emoji, what came up for you? Rachel, thank you. Weighted down. Very good. Excellent. I'm walking with a bounce in my step. I love it. That's beautiful. Exactly. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, Rachel. Amazing. Okay. Amazing. So this exercise, and if you haven't yet chatted and you still want to go ahead, do that. This process is a very quick way for your own unconscious mind to realize where you are now and where you want to be. And the space in between is a gap. And in this gap is where Mind Body Monday comes in to fill in the pieces of why it is so important to close this gap with strategy, with structure, and through the various programs that have worked time in, time out with my patients. So Yechiel is written in, yes, with sugar, I'm always looking for something to eat and I'm not calm without it. Yeah, and with it, at the end, Yechiel writes, I'm calmer. Thank you. Very good, Yechiel. Excellent. Okay. So when I was thinking about where to start with Mind Body Monday and fleshing out the next curricula for the year, because it's my commitment to myself and to all of you who want to be joining with free sessions, is to show up every week for the year, that's through 2022, with a few holidays thrown in and taking a few appropriate gaps, but to show up consistently this way, giving you the knowledge you'll need to take your health to the next level to close that gap. So most of us probably have become aware that working on a physical problem without addressing the underlying emotional or psychological aspect is a little bit like maybe taking an anti-anxiety medication without learning self-regulation tools, or like a lot of my patients as well, going off to the doctor and taking a multiple of medication for IBS, for diarrhea, for constipation, for bloating, for colitis, but yet not addressing the big picture of diet, of nutrition, of lifestyle, of sleep, of exercise, of the dialogue, the inner dialogue within the mind. So what we want to do here in this training is to empower you with the tools and the strategies that you will know how to take your next step. So what I'd like to do once again is do another mini process, because we all have more head knowledge that could fill not only a library, but several lifetimes. And this work is to take this head knowledge and embody it in our heart and our nervous system. And that way we can have a true experiential knowledge. So the secret I wanted to share with you tonight, rather in today's training, is what is that one master key that you will need so that you can have sustainable long-term health. And once you embody this consciousness, rather than just having a realization in head knowledge only, you'll then have greater leverage and experience to take the next step. So we're going to do another short 3-minute eyes closed process. Now, if you are driving, listening to this replay or listening to this live, I don't suggest that you close your eyes. You can always catch the replay if you want to do the eyes closed process, and type those comments in the chat. So this is going to be about a 4-minute process. Once again, you don't have to be an expert in visualization or relaxation techniques. If you did the last one, you'll do this one. And if you've dreamed before or know the color of your front door or what your kitchen counter looks like, you can do this. Okay, this is a short eyes closed process, and the purpose is to demonstrate for you experientially the power of this mind-body connection, and that way we'll be able to take the next step together. So, nice deep breath in, and if you can, as you breathe out, allow your eyes to softly close. And then once again, another nice deep cleansing breath in. This time as you breathe out, I have you push your shoulders down so you feel a gentle stretch on your neck and shoulders. And then relax them. Take another nice deep cleansing breath in. And this time as you breathe out, tighten your eyes and clench your teeth. Tighten your fists and your belly and clench your toes. And release. And then once more, a gentle breath in. This time as you breathe out, soften your body, your stomach, and allow your breathing to settle down to rhythm and pace that's totally natural and comfortable for you. Trust your unconscious to guide you in this very short process. I'd like to invite you to imagine for a moment that you're standing in the kitchen on a beautiful day, lovely weather outside. On a cutting board in front of you is a large, fresh, juicy lemon. Slowly picking up the lemon in your hand, you notice its texture of its skin and how that feels in your hand. In fact, you wrap your thumb across the skin, feel its little knobs, bumps. You notice the temperature of this lemon. Is it from the fridge, cool, or is it room temperature? You notice the lemon's color. And in your hand, you get a sense of its weight in your hand. Now placing it on the cutting board for a moment, and safely you pick up a sharp knife and you simply slice the lemon into half. And as that happens, the juice squirts out, drips onto the cutting board. And you take that half a lemon, you bring it up to your nose, and you smell that tart, lemony smell. And gently placing that half down on the cutting board again, take the sharp knife safely, and you cut that half again into half, so now you have a wedge, a quarter of that lemon. You pick this quarter of lemon up to your nose, you smell it, notice the glistening little juice-filled vesicles, some juice already on your hands. And when you're ready or not, you open your mouth and you take a bite into the soft, juicy lemon. You notice the tartness in your mouth, and you notice all the other responses going on inside your body. The saliva, does your face pucker up? Notice what happens inside your body. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the Zoom. Sitting up, take a nice deep breath in. Well done for doing that. Excellent. Go ahead and type in the chat, what did you notice with this process, this visualization? Because the amazing thing is, wherever the space between you and me may be tens or even thousands of miles. I think someone's calling in from abroad, from the States. Thousands of miles and no lemon in sight. But I'm curious to see in the chat. Go ahead, type in the chat what you noticed happening in your body. The truth. What did you notice happening in your body? Go ahead. Type, what did you notice? Did your mouth pucker up? Did you think, oh dear, I'm not doing that, and open your eyes and stop? Did you notice saliva coming in your mouth? Did you notice the enamel on your teeth? Go ahead, type in the chat. What was your experience with this process? Did you notice a sensation in your digestive system, in your stomach? Go ahead, type in the chat what you noticed with this process. Good, excellent. And if you're watching the replay, also go ahead and notice what you type in the chat. I've been doing this process, the lemon process, in my trainings for many, many years. And every time when I do it, my mouth gets filled with saliva and I begin to swallow and I feel the lemony taste and I smell the lemony taste and I can visualize the lemon. And when I ask people in my trainings, was yours, from the fridge and cold or room temperature? And everybody says something different. Oh, mine was cold from the fridge. Oh no, mine was from the fruit bowl. It's like, I didn't say what it was. Your mind filled in all the gaps. And this is the magic and mystery and power of what we're going to be learning about the mind-body connection. And this is why it's so important to become conscious of this connection, because during our sojourn through this world, we've really been bodied, because we really are a soul that is being bodied in this form. And by taking after and listening carefully to the needs appropriately of the body and getting them filled in the right way, in the right time, we're able to keep balance in the body, in the mind, the emotions, and the soul in a very orchestrated way. And with this lady who I mentioned earlier, this busy mom, I explained to her that the mind-body connection is a lot like having a baby in your tummy. Now, this is true for men too, that in the sense that every experience we have or think about or visualize or taste or hear or smell or touch, everything we experience, our gut feels it straight away, like a baby in a mother's tummy. Everything she experiences on a thought form or otherwise, her baby will feel it straight away. The mind-body is hardwired, physically hardwired to the vagus nerve, and I'm going to go into this in our future trainings. So for now, I'd like to draw this session to a close. And if you've got any questions relating to what I've shared tonight or questions about future training, this is a good time to post them in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, once again, feel free to post them, because I'm going to go and process them that way. So a happy and fulfilled life is really all about managing your nervous system and your emotions, and ultimately your gut and your overall health. So many people talk about immune health and your immune system. Yeah, there's good reason for that, but the core, the hub of the immune system is right here in the gut, and it affects so much more than just digestion. Having a happy gut affects everything, our mind, our emotions, and our immune system. And we're going to talk about this on each of the mind body Monday sessions. So I'm going to close the session unless you have any final questions in the chat with a challenge. And each week I'm going to invite you to deepen in this challenge. Now, if you are an experienced person with this work, then I invite you to deepen your work. And if this is new to you, this will be your challenge for the week. So the challenge is to begin to pay attention to where you experience stress in your body. So for some people, they feel it in their stomach, in their digestion. Some people wake up in the morning with their fists clenched. Some people grind their teeth. Others get headaches. Others scream or shout or get overwhelmed. Some others, their breathing change. There's no right or wrong way, but when you begin to pay attention to your body and your unique ways that you are handling or not stress, or how stress is showing up in your body, that's the mind-body challenge for the week, then as you begin to pay attention to this, you can begin to solve and find ways how to intervene in the smartest way. So the challenge once again is noticing how stress shows up in your body. Where is it showing up? How is it showing up? And then you can bring that with you in the chat in next session, as I'm going to be focusing on next session, next Monday at 8 o'clock Israel time, 8 p.m. Israel time, harnessing the power of the gut-brain connection. And I'm just almost ready for publication, my new book, the gut-brain connection. And I'll be going into a deeper dive of how you can harness that and how that is so important. So just looking at the chat as we close. And someone is writing, yes, that's so interesting. Would never have guessed, but looking forward to learning. Thank you. I'm excited to learn more. Super, you are in the right place. Amazing. Yeah, Yaakov, thank you for doing this. Amazing. I want to thank you, each one of you, for showing up and giving me an opportunity and to create this platform really so that I can serve you, empower you to close the gap from where you are now to where you want to be. And that is what Mind Body Monday is all about. So until next week, I wish you the best of health. And thank you once again for joining me in this training. Take care.